And you know, Dr. Bryan Acheampong abe fire back on a tribal politics amount for any target. Bawumia and some more debate about a Bryan Acheampong viral video as a worker say NPP present a Mamprusi candidate and no and I'm so much as a Boko areas be brady NPP elusu a election or mulusu vote be brady e honum. Na no ama e Bawumia ebe fire wo ho as a grofo be e fire Bryan Acheampong. Bryan Acheampong aba reply. Na wo chire mu a Bawumia promise say obe deliver a Zongo communities e ama NPP. Did he deliver? Ose Bawumia promise say obe deliver a northern region e ama NPP. Did he deliver? Ose Bawumia promise say obe deliver a Muslims e ama NPP. Did he deliver?
Omo njindi se MPP, omo de Dr. Bawumia beba. But omo de neba dia, omo be tuamano, omo be tuamano. Sana omo kaya, omo be tuamano. Amba Enti Ushe North na Ushe Zongwa, two strongholds. Dr. Bawumia bejina ebe tofom. E tofom so a NDC timi win election. Voter region. Because Jina voter regional, making more votes. I'm a MPP. Why was voter region? Making more votes. I'm a voter. And yes, sir. And yes, sir. Making voters so making empty almost strongholds. No, you know, a bit shaky. A bit shaky. Entintina. Almost Dr. Bawumia Sano. And yes, sir. Because. Omungina nimse mebejina hwa mema omu showdown.
Also want to say some man focus on no any tribal politics, but as at that time an Bawumia campaign going into a 2024 election na all copy a flag bearership race no omujano e mane kan sansem we senko no Bryan Acheampong na ka bia enke be crucify no anta say ye be bona semdua mu ni yaku no hono mo na ye kwa semnim Dowona TV. Make sure be like this particular video e dey ama me no subscribe na your first time no hit the bell notification icon so for latest updates. And over the weekends na a viral video be e ba ya to say video no content na ye Bryan Acheampong what can say about a NPP a 2024 flag bearer mo den ba na a Bawumia na oye mamprusi ni na yesu yanim se okopie mo boko a omo a entokwa yi wo mo ntem eye mamprusi no kosasifo eno nam so ema NPP lusi eye boko seats bebre. Sa video no ena chesa manfo abedi ho nkomo Bawumia ankasa mpo abekasa wonsem mu achaso wa fire Bryan Acheampong ho eno na ma Bryan Acheampong ababa reply e wo sa ensem we ho.
Second is to deal with the issue of tribal bigotry. Which tribal bigotry I do not know anything about. Facts are sacred, comments are free. If I meet with senior party officers or party officials across board, we should be able to have a frank indoor conversation. Some things we should be able to talk about amongst ourselves. It will not go out. And when we go out, we agree on what we present to the general public. It cannot be that if we are frank with ourselves internally, it is misconstrued as something else. I have not made any tribal comments, statements of any nature anywhere in this country. I have said that the data is obvious. There is an MPP problem and there's a candidate problem. And the candidate problem is unique and it affected us. The MPP problem we may be able to overcome in 3 years. We need to see if we can overcome the candidate problem in 3 years. And if we cannot overcome the candidate problem within 3 years, then the decision is ours. This is something, a conversation that we have internally with party people. And when you have these conversations, they are not tribal. comments. Indeed, MPP sometimes we make certain decisions. I remember when I was the chief of staff to the then chairman Jacob Echebi-Lamte, decisions were made for Greater Accra that if you are not a GA, there are certain constituencies we will not allow you to contest. You cannot come and say you are John Mensah from Kum Ashanti and the MPP will allow you to contest Ododo. Clotte Colley, we have a constituency chairperson, is even an Akan, but for parliamentary, the party will not allow you. I think we have about 5 constituencies, about 5 or so constituencies that the party took a decision that if you are not a GA, we will not allow you to contest those. It didn't mean that the MPP was a tribalistic party. We went into an election where I supported the whole idea that if we bring Dr. Bawumia, we will get the votes from the north. That if we bring Dr. Bawumia, we will get the vote from the Zongos. He told me I believed him. He told the whole party we believed him. Indeed, in the general election, he told the whole country, except that they didn't believe that. And so when we come back to the drawing table, we evaluate those statements, the promises. You promised us that when we bring you, you bring the Zongos. The data shows that the Zongos did not come. You promised us that when we vote for you, you will give us the north this. These are your own words. It was fine then. You can imagine if I was a candidate and I had said anywhere that because I am the candidate, we will get the Akan vote and we will get the Muslim vote, I would have been crucified. It's not possible for me to say that. But it was said. It was said then. It was not, nobody took it out of term, out of context. Nobody accused anybody of being tribal. The statements that I made were facts that I was sharing with party people. It is only those who want to do propaganda that are out to town on it. I have no problem at all with it. This is a political season. Things that are said clearly will be twisted, and I understand that is part of the game. This is what we call the post-truth era, and I understand it.
Away from a Bryan Acheampong and some of the other tuja, NHS and a reply or the other on a political, a tribal politics, a man for Klimusa or no, Bryan Acheampong, a tribal politics. No. Yentie a Bawumia, reply or the bray a Bryan Acheampong, I'm a Bryan Acheampong, I reply in the back.
Be prepared to go into the primaries. I am very, very concerned and troubled that some of our presidential aspirants have embarked on a religious and tribal bigotry and propaganda against me in a desperate attempt to win votes. They totally ignore all the data and findings about why we lost the 2024 elections and want to mislead the delegates and the party with such propaganda. The one such issue that has come up, and I think it's important for all of us to know, is the Mamprosi-Kusasi conflict. An aspirant has said that delegates should not vote for me because I am a Mamprosi man, and that we will lose votes in the Kusasi areas and other areas. This is very unfortunate and demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the situation on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, since 1965, there have been 11 elections in Ghana. Since 1965. And the performance of the LPP in the 6, our tradition, in the 6 Boku zone seats, there are 6 seats in the Boku zone. If you look at it, the performance is as follows. In 1965, our tradition had 0 seats. At that time, I was only 2 years old. I had nothing to do with it. In 1969, we had 2 seats. In 1979, under the Tosu's leadership, we had 0 seats. In 1996, we had 0 seats in that area. In 2000, we had 1 seat. In 2004, the President 4, we had 0 seats. 2008, we had 1 seat. 2012, under President Akufo-Addo, we had 0 seats. 2016, we had 2 seats. 2020, we had 1 seat. And 2024, we went back to 0 seats. What all the data is saying is that out of the 6 seats in the MPP, out of the 6 seats, the 11 elections, MPP has 0 in 6 of the 11 elections. So this is not an area that is a stronghold of the MPP. If I took the whole Boku zone, the 6 constituencies put together, we lost just 30,000 votes in 2024. So you can't lose, it is not the Boko election that made us lose 2024. And we need to be very clear about that the data shows that the Boko factor was not a factor in the outcome of the 2024 elections, that we should stop moving in that direction.
Away from a Bawumia reply, no, young call a northern concern youth for NPP. Almost on Sema, Omade Mane a Bryan Acheampong Chirima. Omra out, no my pacho.
Send Youth Group has strongly condemned the ethnic bigotry campaign by one of the presidential hopefuls, and that is Dr. Bryan Acheampong, that we all know. And I'm very much, or everybody is aware that the video that is circulating on social media and that we have all seen. In that video, Dr. Bryan Acheampong is heard playing the ethnic bigotry campaign with the use of the unfortunate age-long Boko conflict as an attempt to dent the hard-earned reputation and image of the former Vice President, Dr. Bawumia. He stated clearly that Dr. Bawumia should be rejected by delegates as a result of the party's inability to perform well in the Boko enclave due to conflict between Mampresis and Kusasis. And as a group with membership all over northern region, we saw that this is not or northern. We have taken his comments as unguided and tend to derail the progress made by MPP in the 5 northern regions. Indeed, Dr. Bryan Acheampong distasteful and unwanted attacks on the revered former Vice President Dr. Bawumia are needless and stem from perceived hatred towards Northerners. The MPP as a national party abhors discriminatory political discussions and embraces all manner of people, irrespective of one's religious and ethnic background. Therefore, these avoidable ethnic bigotry remarks came as a shock to us as a youth of the party, who looked up to some of the stalwarts and bigwigs of the party to be role models.
So I know NHS Sema and the media and so Bryan Acheampong versus the camp of Bawumia. Just say no, we took corner we are to about Bryan Acheampong Chirima or no the facts and what they kasa because Bawumia a share bo so be deliver Zongo communities northern Muslims now so when to men deliver and so one can say send corner and a quiet tribal politics are sending KBC crucifying and Kenya some Ketua. Aha, Dowona, which I will comment.